Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where, if anything, I'm in a weirder mood than before, because this time I am playing the game immediately after watching Under the Silver Lake. And if you've never seen that movie before, if you have seen that movie before, you understand my conundrum. It's, I don't know, I guess the film gave me some things to think about, I guess. That's the thing I can say about it. They got attacked. Random neutral boats that are in terrible condition, by the way. Must have gotten hit by lightning or something. Want to fight my whole navy. Okay, this is a thing we can do. This is a thing we can cope with. Yeah, apologies. Like, I keep having these weeks where it's, you know, not ideal for me to get stuff done. And it feels like laziness and it sounds like laziness, and there's no way for me to excuse it. That's not just gonna sound to me like I am, you know, making excuses for myself. So I guess my point is I'm not gonna try, but I am sorry. Okay, so the way these things are positioned, in order to hit them, we'd have to be here. Yeah, so I think we want to just fall back for a turn. Let them come to us a little bit. It is a little unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some damage no matter how we do this. I guess what we can do is have the artillery ship obliterate that one. You can come in and hit this one. And then I guess you may as well help with that. Because we got to stop one of them from moving the old-fashioned way. Or else it will get to melee our artillery ship. And you know how I feel about that. Okay, so we are now in a position where we have to make some decisions here about how we're going to proceed in this area. Our ships are the only things we have left to use this turn. Because we could make a play for these fortresses. Blue can't attack any fortress that we take due to the terms of the truce. But then we have to hold it against the others. And, conversely, we can't attack any fortress that blue takes due to the terms of the truce, which means that it is going to be tricky for us to be able to sew up this ocean region. That said, you know, we're not using our ships for much else right now, and I don't think red or purple are likely to declare war on us out of nowhere. Purple has artillery ships, but their artillery ships are much lower level than ours. 54 attack, 102 damage. Okay, so that's probably, their ship probably doesn't have any equipment on it. The fact that it's 3 levels lower could easily be overridden by them just having some advanced weapons to apply. So we kind of have to decide, like, are we going to go for the... If we want this, we're going to have to take it by force. Are we going to do that? Are we going to do the take it by force here right now? I guess... If we're going to try for this ocean region, it doesn't make sense not to do this right now. Another source of Dust Orchid, another source of Titan Bones would both be really useful, actually. Yeah, okay, let's do it. This might just be 3 boarding vessels, but it might be a proper navy. Oh, okay, no problem. Sometimes when especially this late in the game, we've seen those 3-ship groups get produced, right? That have an artillery ship and a fire ship in them. And sometimes when you run into a 3-ship group this late in the game, that's the composition. I'd be much more worried about that composition. Obviously, this one I have no particular concerns about. Yeah, you don't go anywhere. You don't go anywhere. Nobody do nothing unless you're told to do it. That said, I am telling you to do it. And it's so hard to issue the sub orders. I don't know why. I had to click so many times there. Alright, let's just slow roll and enjoy our initiative advantage. Oh, they have, what do you call it? They had some turbulence over there that give them some extra movement. Actually, I guess do it like this so that the sub can run over. Okay, excellent work. Nobody took much damage at all. Yeah, with the knowledge that that was just boarding vessels, that decision gets a lot easier. Unfortunately, we did not have that knowledge to start with. Yeah, turbulence. I should have... I knew it was there because we used it to move on the world map, so I should have remembered. So that means we want to lock this one up immediately at the beginning of the next turn, and then we have to hope that neither red nor purple is able to take control of this in a way that allows them to hold it. If we can lock Yerian, could be real good news. Also, that's quite a lot of pearls down there. Probably not... probably not anything we can interact with very much, though. We have no way of getting... Yeah, I think that's smart. We have no way of getting a land unit over here at the moment. I could detach our hero from our land army, I suppose, but we're kind of in the middle of something. All right. So we are going to start by doing this, because this will lock all of the ships in the region, and we'll snap over to our land army afterward. But I am gonna make them commit that movement right away, because I want to get them away from the what do you call it? Away from the cultist city as much as possible. So we're just gonna keep doing this until the attack actually fires. Okay, there we go. So that's locked in. If you are comfortable with me just doing this and walking away, that can be all it is. It doesn't have to become a thing. They are awed and delighted by our visit. Their leader has indicated you the ruins where we may find their stock. So it's a ruin in your ruin qua. Okay, easy enough. Alright, see, it doesn't have to be a thing. We can get along until I'm finished with blue, and then, you know, you and I are going to have some words. And those words are going to be, oh no, please, stop murdering me. Although, as to the question of who will speak them, I suppose, you know, there's still some things to be determined. Did you have to do this? It makes my movement so much more expensive next turn. I can see that you have no reinforcements. I mean, like, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense to continue antagonizing Brown. There's danger, right? Brown is... It's not like... Okay, that helps somewhat. Because now we can take this route instead. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Yeah, like Brown is potentially a victory threat. We do have to worry about continuing to weaken Brown, I suppose, but attacking their hero with one unit attached to it out in the middle of nowhere isn't actually going to weaken them no matter how it goes. Like, not in a way that matters. Y'all... Everybody just refine dust as hard as your little fingers can go. We should probably... Yeah, I can afford to do that. We'll leave it like this for the next 5 or 6 turns, and when the bread and circuses thing goes off, that'll help as well. We can refire the... Am I pulling enough spices to keep this boost active? Oh yeah, more than enough. Okay. Same can be said about the pixie blood, actually, and we may as well, because, yeah, it'll get us over the happy threshold. Not that frequent that we that we run a pixie blood booster. Okay. So they had that other navy, and it is in fact close enough to serve as a reinforcement here, which is dangerous. This is not necessarily going to be the free kills, free points thing that we've been getting so far. Guess we'll find out. They did bring the reinforcements. They want to make this a whole episode of our lives. Okay, the fire ship's a problem. I think for right now, the play is just everybody back the hell up. Yeah. Why are you not... I can't get the, I can't get it. There it goes. Okay. You have to hold Alt to do that, by the way, to command a unit to move into a space that's already filled. But even though I was holding Alt, it was not participating. I just want to group up for the moment. We're only going to get this one ship this turn no matter what we do, so let's get it in ultimate safety. All right, now we got to start planning for more complicated circumstances. So, the deal with the submarine is that right now it is submerged. It has a ridiculously high defense value until it attacks for the first time. Right? Can pass through opponent units, ignores endless flames attack effects, but cannot counterattack. I think it unsubmerges when it attacks. So it's not really super valuable to have our ships fire at it while it's still submerged. So I'm not sure what my optimal approach is here. I definitely don't want... I think I'm going to do this. I do not want this ship in a place where that fire ship can get to it. And then I might... Maybe I should just shoot at the submarine with the artillery ship anyway. 266 defense to my 89 attack is not very... That's not very good. But this thing has 2 movement. If I move the boarding vessel up to block the sub, then the fire ship can get at the boarding vessel no matter what I do. And that makes me very nervous. I do not like this. I do not like this at all, in fact. And I can't move forward enough to shoot at the fire ship. Not yet. So what I may do is just like back to here and shoot a probably not useful shot at that sub. This is a place where it may end up being bad. Here, I'm just going to say move to here. Shoot at this thing if it's available. If the boarding vessel fails to kill it. Okay, we got there. Okay, that did work out. And ships can't counterattack. Oh, damn it. Right. 3 points of movement on account of the damn... The same thing as last time. The damn same thing as last time. Alright, we're gonna go like this. Yeah, you're gonna have at him. We're gonna group together. Okay. Try to have the boarding vessel not fight the fire ship any more than we absolutely have to. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. You're gonna run. You're gonna finish the job here. Okay. Yeah, a little messier. A little messier. It hurts. What is this? I already had a quest here. Oh no. We're so close. We're so close. We would get... Not only would we get the results of the... Not only would we get the fortress, we would get 160 additional dust. Which actually I would love very much. But there's not really a good way to do that. Unless we could get Red to trade us control of a fortress, and that is exceedingly unlikely because it would break their ocean. Yeah, it's very... They consider ocean control to be extremely valuable. Objectively correctly. Wait, is that... I wonder if it's the case that I can only trade for fortresses they can see? Or that I can see, because I thought this was a... Maybe it's only a 2-fortress region. Out of curiosity. Okay. Yeah, they won't even think about it. They wouldn't even think about it for me trading them an entire other ocean region. Okay, that's fine. We'll just take it by force. I was just thinking we could actually really use the 160 dust right now. So yeah, we can just sail over here and grapple this. Nobody has attempted to make a move on our stuff yet. Should we close borders to purple, maybe? Sniffing around with all of their artillery. I don't like it. You know, I'm talking about expenditures of influence. I don't actually have a plan for my influence. So that's 600, pretty unlikely, but we could do this if we want. We'll be very comfortable there. I don't think taking a buyout reduction on our cities is valuable because I do not think that we'll have enough dust to do buyouts anytime soon. And even if the refineries and the roads get us into a good place on dust, we need to use that money to buy heroes. Speaking of, how long is the cooldown on? Oh, okay, you're cool to be equipped again. Well, that being the case, go to Neclaran, my friend. go and govern the Naklaran. So we only need one hero at the moment. But still, it's not nothing. Okay, once again, let us focus our efforts on the sea. And you know, I think our boarding vessel is actually going to be really happy we're running the Pixie Blood. Actually, it looks like it may not have received the boost from the Pixie Blood. I'll have to look at how that's worded. It might be the case that it only works on land units. Come on, come on, come on. It didn't happen. Okay, there we go. Let's resolve this as quickly as possible. Yes, this is fine. Don't you dare go anywhere. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Go here. Where did they suddenly get a sneaky artillery ship out of nowhere? That is a surprise to me. I did not see that. Yeah, we're going to have to change things up a little bit then. Boarding vessel narrowly survives. Okay. Disengage. Probably actually pretty valuable, though, to have done that. And then Red took a fortress from us while that battle was ongoing, which is a thing that shouldn't be able to happen. So we're just going to have to take it back. But we're going to have to do it in such a way that I don't have to fight their... Well, you know what? Actually, I will fight your fire ships. Your fire ships are in terrible shape. You have not cared for them at all. Yep, so that sure didn't happen. That sure didn't happen. This quest has fired, and it's on my landmass, and it's in a place where we theoretically could even do it. And that quest does award a hero. Okay, so we went to their place, and their stockpile was 12 pearls. Cool. Word spreads of other devotees. A Sisters of Mercy tribe in Nathan wants to hear your words. Nathan. The great region of Nathan. Do we know a Nathan? Does anybody here know Nathan? Maybe not. I thought it sounded familiar, but the thing is, obviously, the game pulls from a pretty small list of region names when generating regions, and we have seen them all many, many times. So that's probably all it is. Huh. Okay, so we're gonna need more information before we can push on with our quest here. Ululani Raui gets the Blazing Ingenuity. Actually, does it make sense to go for that instead? How are we doing on volcanic approval? Because we have a lot. We have, what, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles? So this would be another... Oh, well, no, sorry. It's not for every exploited space. It's just for the actual districts. I think we're going to go ahead and take Blazing Ingenuity because I value Inspirational Leader very, very highly. Blazing Ingenuity, in fact, also very good. Should not discount. Okay. Expansion disapproval get eased a little bit here. For the record, we are currently suffering 75 minus happiness from expansion disapproval due to our unreasonably huge empire of 4 cities. And in terms of Empire Plan, we're looking at 480 points. So we have a little bit of influence to play with. What I'm thinking is it'd be really nice to, say, with a person who is far away from us, perhaps, do a vision exchange, which requires us to be at least at peace. So yeah, it's a thing we could definitely make happen. We'll have to wait a little bit, though. We'll give it a couple of turns. Okay. All that stuff's going as that stuff can go. Yeah, they would not be able to get Red would not be able to get any of the other fortresses in the region from us because we would annihilate their horribly wounded fleets. So I think we're going to be able to get this unless Purple wants to make an issue of it, and I'm really just hoping that they will not. And so... am I going to go for this? It is a hero. And we are very fast. I am, in fact. Let's give it a shot. We might be able to make that. We'll see what Brown has to say about it. Okay, the end of winter. Probably pretty good for us at this moment, honestly. 27 turns until next summer. Or next winter. Let's see what you do. I was hoping that they would just move far enough away that we could attack the fortress without having to deal with the reinforcements. Okay, they're going to make it a thing. Let's do this. Take that bread and circuses, which has bumped us to 72%. Again, these are percentage-based reductions of expansion disapproval, so they're more effective, I think, due to our larger levels. I guess I don't actually know how they stack with our large expansion or large percentage-based expansion disapproval increase. It could be the case that they're stacking additively with it, which would mean that they are not, in fact, any more valuable for us than they are for anybody else. Could be. Don't know. I think we're gonna, well, you know what? Let's grab Plow Factory first. We don't have the best glass steel income, but we do have plenty of palladium coming in. Yeah. We'll go ahead and fight this, but we'll do it in this order. It's a little scary. Oh, and of course we're starting in the rain tiles, so we have screwed up morale. Well, I'm gonna go this way. So you're gonna move to here, probably. I think I will be able to shoot you from there, and I think you should definitely just run and play defense. We're probably gonna lose the boarding vessel. That's probably not actually avoidable. Minus 80, huh? That's a shame. Yeah, don't go anywhere. $80 is a pretty bad number to have minus. Let's go this way. Let's dodge this way. And you two are mostly gonna play defense. Just try to keep the ships off of the artillery ship. So we may in fact lose all of our navy here. The seaweed's doing some good work for us as well, for sure. So you should get dropped. And then these things only have 2 movement. So actually, if you go here, that one dies and you move to like here, we can maintain some safety. Yeah, see, the smartest thing they could do is just attack us through the adverse conditions, but the AI is incapable of making long-term decisions like that. So yeah, I'm gonna have you close up and do this. And you're gonna go with him and not get adjacent to that fire ship because otherwise you will die. Interesting. What a fascinating move. Really awful. Just truly terrible play. All right. Okay. I'm out of movement, but I'm not out of action points. The yellow bathysphere lives on. I mean, does it matter? You're gonna go 1, 2. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. Okay. Hey, there's the minus 239. Would have been cool to have that happen earlier. Okay, so we'll just cap this, lock the region, and then... yeah, that'll be good. Did end up finally losing that boarding vessel. Hopefully everybody agrees that that sacrifice was worthwhile. I certainly think it was. We're gonna have to walk in lava. It's that ruin. Okay, so now that we know, like, what would be the theoretical cost of this deal? I guess we can't actually know how difficult they're going to be about the vision part of it. Let's see. They like Adamantian a lot. We could get there on the Adamantian without having to give them a tech, which I think is probably what we're going to do. Because we're producing 3.4 of that per turn, and we don't actually have a use for it yet. So, 15? 14? I'm not so worried about this deal holding, so I'm not going to consider, like, giving them a better thing just so they like us more. Because, like, they're far away and who cares? Now, what we need is a map exchange. Oh! They're positive on it. They like it. They think that we know things that they need to know. Okay, yeah, I mean... It looks like we can get a few pearls out of them for it, but I might just take it. I might just take it. Like, let's get information now. Okay, you know lots of things. Unfortunately, what you do not know is the location of Nathan. And it looks like the person we need to talk to finish our map is probably Red. Which is not great news. Red's gonna have some built up, what do you call it? Resentment on account of all the fighting them that we're doing. We could try, oh, you know what? Green's territory extends way down. I'm at peace with Green already, aren't I? What's a vision exchange look like for you? Sorry, a map exchange. I was looking for just vision exchange. Map exchange is positive for you too. Okay, cool. Yes, we'll just do that next turn. We'll fill out our maps and then we'll figure out how to pursue our faction quest further. And everybody else is doing what needs to be doing. What needs to be doing? What needs to be done anyway. Does my hero army already have the right move order? Yep, that'll work. Doing a lot of micromanaging down here in the corner, and I apologize. We have some larger scale stuff going on, and we're stopping every turn to do like 3 turns of low yield naval combat, but I'm trying to stretch a very small number of resources into a large total gain. If I may, I actually think this is one of the things that I'm best at in this game. This is one of the places where I get work done the most effectively. No thank you. Interesting deal. Oh, that's true. I didn't do that. Okay, this is mine now. Yeah, Red's mad at me, which is maybe not a great outcome. But really, it's their fault. They didn't have to make such a problem. You're going to come down here and get this ruin. You're going to return to basically like the center of our ocean region. Maybe just like party at this spot in Antab. That way we can report to places. Aha! The sea monster. We found him. So now we got incomes of all kinds of cool resources. I was watching this dust water come in. We're definitely firing the dust water immediately. Look at that. We have money. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful stuff. We don't have to have anybody in any settlement assigned to dust. All right, let's get all of the dollar making going. Sorry, you have roads and all kinds of basic stuff. The Vaulters built their canal locks here, which is awesome. I mean, we knew that already because these numbers are... The Vaulters built kind of everything here. This city was clearly, like, intended to be the jewel of their empire. They should have put defenses They should have done any defending. Okay. Do you have any movement left at all? Did I? No, we fully moved you. Okay. All right. Well, we'll do this. Now, removing villages is definitely worth our while. For as far as wounding Brown goes. But we had to be a little bit careful because I really don't want to get war declared on me right now. Shit that I do not have time for, you know? I'll just take this. That's fine. Know you, Nathan. You know a lot. Nathan. The sisters. Oh dear. You are in grave trouble. Oh my god, we're gonna have a huge necrophage player on our border. Are their borders close to me? They are. Well, that's a problem. So what we need to do here is... Gosh. That's just really bad, honestly. There's no way to cheat this, really. We just gotta walk over there. We gotta have somebody walk over there. My feeling on this is that it's probably going to be Zoyos by himself. So that we can teleport him out when the job is done. Yeah, not really a lot to it aside from that. So let's get this ruin, get the free hero, and then we'll figure stuff out from there. Lots of important buildings are going to finish over the next couple of turns. Our cities are going to be much freer to do the important things that need doing. We're going to be able to start, like, actually functioning on some kind of plan here. It is turn 62, by the way. Like, in terms of how much time is left before we have to start winning the game, we're in some trouble. All right. Take the wounded hero back to Golquin. Can do, friend. Why is that glowing? City gone rogue. Is that's the... Yeah, where is this thing? Huh. That's weird. It's definitely not there. That's a titanium deposit. Uh-oh. Somebody's coming along to ruin my good time. Yeah, I suspect we are about to be attacked. Can't imagine any other reason for you to be out here. And unfortunately, this army does have to make it home in one piece for us to get control of the new hero. Absolutely not. Okay. Garth finished. Lots of good stuff going down here. Blue settler. Reclosing my borders is a lot. And I really don't want blue settling west of me. So I guess what we have to do this turn is we need to assign enough people to influence that we can afford to fire that term immediately at the beginning of the next turn, right? I don't know what these submarines are doing, but it's not really a good reason for us to mess with it. So I don't know, for some reason I was thinking that we didn't have 4 heroes. No, we totally, okay, yeah, we totally don't. I don't have 4 governors. The capital is ungoverned. Okay, so that's what we're saving for, and it's gonna be like 600 or 700. We'll get there quickly. And we're finishing buildings and stuff. Yeah, functional economy, hooray! Oh, I'm very concerned. Not maximum concern, but like close. Semi-maximum. Alright, well, you've got your only available movement order keyed in already. Actually, That's a ruin up there. I wonder, should we pursue this path? If I had enough movement to get to the other side of the forest, it'd be a lot more compelling. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't matter. They'd be able to get us on the other side of the forest as well. All right, let's just do this, because I can run really fast at the beginning of the turn after next to try to evade there. Yeah, all right, let's start the turn with the closing of the borders. As soon as that number adjusts, basically. Come on. Oh, the UI responsiveness during beginning of turn phase, not ideal. Okay, so that'll prevent them from being able to move any deeper into our territory, at least it's supposed to. It's sure how it works when people do it to me. I swear to God, if it teleports their settler out to the open lands because they made a move that they're not supposed to be able to make after I close borders, I'm going to be very cross. Red's already super mad at us. Oh, their borders are closed, right? Never mind. I was going to say, but let's go ahead and steal these pearls anyway. We don't need them. Okay, we can do that next turn. Blue's making a lot of ships for a person who's not allowed to use their ships in any way. You know what would actually be really great is if we just had red go to war with blue. That diplomatic relationship is moving in the wrong direction. What are they doing? Who, in fact, do they think they are? Yep, that seems right. So, we don't get a ton of value out of a cargo dock. Though we have one spot where we will build one, and it will be a good one when we do so. But I guess the question is just like, what is my strategy? Is it I feel like my strategy is mostly faction quest related. And I don't know that we have anything that's like critically important for pushing through the faction quest. Okay, we have some incomes, we have some stuff going on. I don't know who the hell you are or why you're over here. Gosh, Green, you're in so much trouble. There's a Chaka down there. That would be really cool. All right, let's just focus on getting this wounded hero back to Golquin. That's our number one priority now. Mayhap they will be a good governor, and you know, maybe not. Maybe we'll be doing something very different with them. So this actually has some value now. I don't know if I want to throw it down right away though. Like, it's not actually going to boost any of our cities at the moment. Alright, Breos Ice Spear has the first level of Zealous Hands. Very important. Somebody needed to get it. You can't build a plow factory because we don't have glass steel. You could build a slightly discounted Garth though. Wait, where's Naklaran? Yeah. Oh, I clicked Garth and it just like didn't even care that I had done that. Looks like we could put a Garth down right here and it gets an awful lot of extra industry for this city. This city is pretty good. I guess this city is another place where a cargo dock could be useful. So we will get to build 2 of them. Only one of them will get to level up, but they're very, very good districts by themselves. Kind of think, I don't really know what I want to do with you. Let's have you wait there. Gosh, even with our speed, this is a walk. Should I have had another unit move out? Maybe it makes sense to send a single monk out for it. We can't teleport a monk home for free afterward, but what we can do is not care that much if they die. And they're going to be pretty good at evading bullshit because of the flying. Although I guess from the sea to nothing, it's not like there's a lot of forests or mountains or anything. No, let's stick with the plan of using Breos for this. Or not Breos, Zoyos. Yeah, for the moment I'm cool sticking to it. So the food is a little bit less valuable for us in one sense, where like the fact that it takes a larger amount of food to generate 1 point of population means that we're generating a lot less other resources per point of food spent. It absolutely did. It pushed their settler out to the wrong side. And there's no way to break a truce except to declare war. You can't declare Cold War. So we can't attack this unit, even in neutral territory, without declaring war on blue, which I do not think I want to do right now. We're not in position to take advantage. That's incredibly annoying. So they're just going to get a city for free that we don't get to do anything about. I mean, we'll take it later. Probably. Maybe we can get Brown to just burn it. Maybe. That's a thing to consider, at least. Alright, so 2 turns until we have this done. In the meantime, we have a lot of dust. Is there something I want to do? I mean, we don't have an obvious slam dunk of a hero on the market. John Port is a pretty good dust hero, and Argbad Bos Valhalla, of course, is a pretty good science hero. They're fine. See, I guess I'm comfortable holding off, but then we should do something with this money. Let's buy out the plow factory, perhaps. Or here, let's buy some stuff out here. Do I want to swap in? I'm not going to stress too much about it for 2 pearls. But once we have both levels of that skill, it will be a little bit more meaningful to do. We are going to go ahead and get cargo docks next, I think. And we did not pay very much for that. Oh, what am I doing? I bought out a plow factory in a city that can't even use the damn thing. That's right. It puts the food on the tiles, which is not actually useful. We already have a watchtower in the only place where it would matter for us to have a watchtower. So I guess, we can just... Actually, I don't know if we can build another Garth there. We might be at our... might be at the count limit. You know what we could do? We could spend pearls on some other stuff. Like, we could get Chapel going. Obviously, pearls are super valuable to us, but also... population is hard to come by in a lot of these cities, and we do have a couple of 3 village regions. It's honestly probably worth it. I am okay with doing this. Especially here, where we will get a slight discount. We definitely want this here as well. Gadanak is a 2 village region. It's a 1 village region, so we're not going to worry about it. Plow factory makes sense here. I feel very silly for having done that. It's not a big deal. It's only a couple of turns worth of dust income, but it is silly. Just super annoyed about this. They were able to move exactly far enough to get pushed out in the productive direction. despite the fact that they should not have been able to make a movement that was intended not to take them out of the territory. Maybe Brown will eat them. It's just an unguarded settler. Brown has units around there. Brown would certainly eat our unit in that case. But, you know, all of the AIs treat the player a little bit more harshly than they treat each other. Actually, you know what? There's a ruin down here, and that pearl's going to get grabbed by somebody else anyway. May as well turn south. Okay. I don't exactly... Do we just step on the city tile to complete this? And you can see we've already gone through a third of our pearl supply without even really building very much. We built up a lot, but also it goes very quickly. You use that stuff with surprising speed. That's somebody entering era 5? I'm having concerns. Also, volcanic ash. Not awesome. So, there are volcanoformers. There is mithrite at stake. That's cool. So we could probably affect that one. No, I know. What about... Show me... You gotta show me the others here. Okay, so... They suck. They're in bad positions that suck. I guess, is it like... Does it disconnect the hero, garrison the army? Oh, right. Yep, I gotta kick you out. Yes, okay. We have received Arla Sabor. At the very least, a capable spy, right? Now, the question is this where I actually want this group of units? I guess it's fine. Keep them there for the moment. And you are going to have to figure out a plan. So your Runqua has in fact been settled blue, which is just very annoying. We should probably actually construct the settler for this. Tal'Drian's not a super high value region. It does have a Titan Bone deposit, but it also has, aside from, you know, it's not a super high value region in terms of resources, but it is super high value in that it adds 3 boasts to our boast count, which is pretty big. It's a pretty big deal. We should probably put some movement stuff on our settler here. Okay, 2 turns on that, and then we'll... Yeah. Alright, so what's my plan for getting to Nathan? We need to negotiate for open borders when we are at the border. We don't want to give them any more time to close up on us than they have. Then we have to give them. Words is good. The best move might be to make it into Zoparusk and travel like this path rather than coming in from the coast. We're not locked out of Green's territory, right? No, we're cool in Green's territory. So, yeah. Do believe that's the move. I'm so annoyed by this. What a shitty, definitely not legitimate thing to have happen. Okay, we're gonna refire a whole bunch of stuff. At this point, I need to look at Arla Sabor and figure out what my long-term plan is. Sorry, getting all wrapped up in minutia over here. So first things first, let's just go ahead and plug y'all into here so I don't forget. Might be worth thinking about, honestly. Yeah, we're producing 38 dust per turn, so it feels like popular grass silk maybe not more valuable than just holding on to it for stuff. We're getting close to being able to fire the Titan bones. Obviously, that's a little bit more interesting. You know what we should do? We should go back and get luxury alchemists, and then probably also imperial coinage before we move out of this era. Capture this fortress. Okay, well, maybe. I think a lot depends on how the war goes with green. Like, green may get eliminated from the game, and that would make it pretty easy to fulfill that. Okay, you're gonna get in the water here. This right here, this is a thing it would be good to use a skyfin for. I don't know if it would be good enough to, like, it makes sense for me to buy a skyfin. Oh, right, I forgot. Arla Sabor comes with, like, a very impressive set of gear and also 6 skill points. I mean, you've got to be a spy, right? Army damage boost 3. Disease immunity, that's fun. Is that from piece of equipment? Or, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So you are probably not a governor, which means I should hire a governor. I mean, I'm not opposed to Argbad. I can't believe I'm talking about getting a level 1 governor. Turns 70. But Science Boost 3 works, you know, even if you are level 0. Not you know, as well as we might like, but it does work. So do we want to do this? Probably not, right? Do I care about peace with you? Realistically, no. It's not actually valuable to me. Yeah, what we really want is for red to end up at war with blue. I'm assuming there's just no way we can make that happen. I mean, first of all, we'd be footing the influence bill for breaking up their relationship, and secondly, yeah, even with everything on the table. Well, and now that they can build new settlers from Urinqua, they can expand as much as they want. Our closed borders are not having any effect on them at all. I'm so pissed. All right. You move in 2 turns and are potentially going to be tameable by us. That's a thing to keep an eye on. Keep in mind, whenever our faction quest is giving us moves like giving us things like this, where it's like run your stuff all over the world. To some extent, it probably is planning on us still having a what do you call it? A skyfin alive. So that's why sometimes it seems like it's asking a lot of travel of us. It's just because we're supposed to have an easy way of doing that. Hey there, Brown. That's my territory that you're in there. Can't help but notice. Getting in the way of my units, sapping my movement points. Alright, so what do we got down here? We have up here a mineral-rich location near some steppe soil, which is pretty compelling. Builds into that pretty easily. There's this, which gets the Dragon Tree plus... Is this an oasis? Okay, that's almost certainly it. I have a little bit of trouble telling the difference between the oasis and the geothermal pits sometimes. Although I guess, you know, obviously there's plant life. Geothermal pits can occur on spaces that have trees, though, like this space. So sometimes it's a little harder. But yeah, I think this has got to be the settle. And then that's what they wanted. So we'll be able to flip them pretty quickly. That's extra population. Is there another ruin around here for you to search, or... No, not really. So we don't actually have a use for this sub for the moment. Yeah, I don't know. Just get up here, I guess. This is Gulquin. So Gulquin probably should just be building Garths. We're not building for anything in particular at this point. We're just kind of building outward. I guess we want to be building outward northward, right? Yeah. And to be perfectly honest with you, we could refocus our population a little bit. Getting to that point where we have a lot of the good important stuff put together already. You're already level 4, so I guess we may as well, or level 2. So I guess we may as well build it here. That doesn't matter. It's adjacent to this tile no matter, yeah, whatever. Definitely want to cargo dock that. And we're going to want to build a couple more districts pretty quickly here. It might be worth doing a quick swap of the heroes when we, after this cargo dock finishes. Yeah, probably. It'll save us a little bit of currency, and Ululani Rawi will do a fine job in Naklaran. Okay. Let's make sure this happens pretty safely. Oh, should definitely fire this. Is that actually, that's, I'm probably gonna have to click that again a second here. Okay. Yep, I don't know what Brown's doing right now. I'm just gonna let him do it. That has brought down overall Empire approval, but we're gonna get it back. Hold on, let me not panic about this. So we can buy out some basic buildings here very cheaply. Titan bone extractor, probably worth having. Doesn't necessarily, well, yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be bought out right away. Probably want to go like super hard on food income, right? So we probably want to just save dust for rushing that at this point. Yeah, minimum of 3 influence in Taldreen for 5 turns. I mean, next turn we can do that very safely. I guess I can probably just do it. Yeah, we're food positive here. Argbad has gained a level, and we are now in need of a new governor. And I guess it would be better to place the governor. Yeah, because the potential governor is about to get a bunch of XP. None of these are like really great. I think we'll probably take Tinu, even though Tinu's only got influence boost 1, because like a bad cultist is still a better governor than most other potentials. And then we need to spend some dust at some point here in the near future on resurrecting our spy and actually setting them to the task of spying. Yeah, that watchtower doesn't make any sense, so I guess, yeah, just like build for the level. Let's start leveling districts. The next Urkin has emerged with a cost of 30 hydromiel. And I don't have Imperial coinage yet, so we're... Oh, boy. Okay, well, I think we're making a little detour here. I care about my faction quest, but I also care a great deal about Chaka. A thing that is awkward is that we don't actually have a place to put a Chaka right now. We don't have to use the hero for Chaka, is the thing. That's traversable. Yeah. I have a monk nearby. The monk can be put to this task. So I think what I want to do here is make landfall here. Move through Green's territory on our way to that place. And you're... oh, nobody did actually end up taking these pearls. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Or, I mean, pearl singular, right? Yeah. Still, every little bit. Okay, so Tinu's about to get free XP boost. Very important. I mean, no, not free XP boost. Expensive XP boost. Yeah. And all this stuff is going. Not gonna steal the pearls? Probably doesn't matter. Green's not long for this world anyway. And it's only 2 pearls. I'm not gonna stress about it. If Green survives, it would be useful to have them, you know, available to us, friendly to us. So there is perhaps, you know, a degree to which it is sensible not to antagonize. Yeah, all this is going. Is it going in the direction of us winning? Oh, I don't know about all that. Hi, huge blue army that has literally no reason to be here. Still in truce, for the moment. If it can save you, it can also save me. Do I want to build a watchtower? I don't know that it makes any sense to build a watchtower. But, I mean, it certainly doesn't make any sense to build a plow factory. I guess that means we should just build a military unit, probably. Yeah, let's prepare for war, I suppose, when it is easy to do so. I think that makes sense. So I am allowed to move through Blue's territory, apparently. Interesting. Huh. You know, or Brown, obviously. I had assumed that the monks would be able to get in the water, even at a cliff face, because they can fly. I guess that's not really how that works. That's really interesting. Okay, well, we'll just go through Brown's territory then. That's fine. I might get harangued here a little bit. But if I make it to here, they'll have to kill me in one turn, because if they attack me once and allow me to retreat, then I can just fly up the cliff face next turn. The turn after. Yeah, so that's your big, brilliant plan. Sure, you can fly down a cliff face, but what are you going to just build boats while flying? Now that's high fantasy. A lot of purple units just kind of hanging out. And unfortunately, Blue's position here is still kind of screwing with us because... Okay, 2 turns left on the truce. Because the unit is still projecting a zone of control in a really annoying way. Because what I really want to do is run down here. I guess nothing for it, though. I'm going to go ahead and commit this movement right away because I'm worried that if I don't, they'll move something in the way to block me. I'm hoping that these purple units have better stuff to do or that they feel like they can't take our hero. It's probably not the case, but who knows. Wow, that's a lot of brown units. Actually, like a huge number. Wow. Okay, their borders have been closed to me, but not in time. And they just did combat, so I think they spent their... Nope, never mind. Something around their spent action points, but it wasn't that unit, clearly. Now that's interesting. What an interesting question to ask me. Do I want zealous hands? I mean, yeah. I know the other thing's really good, but... Alright, let's get you over here, because we are about to have you reinforce the building of some pearl stuff. We gotta put down some Garths. Okay. Nakloran is building more monks. Just a very productive city, even when it's not really trying to be. We are 2 technologies off of the next tech tier here. Do we even have... We have like 1 of each strategic, so I don't know if I want to research the extractor techs. I think it's maybe less valuable than Advanced Alchemy Lab now that we're starting to actually build our Garths. Yeah, because we're living high off of our gosh, it looks like Red's gonna declare war on me soon. That's a concern. Are you still pals? You are not still pals. Oh, interesting. But what if declaration of war on blue in exchange for I'm declaration of war on blue? No, not even a little. Okay, maybe. Seems bad, though. And everyone has completely ignored us. Which is great news. And mostly people have moved away from this up here, which means I can actually get to you next turn. Okay. Awesome and cool and, dare I say, boss. So now, we have a very strange offer to consider. Blood brothers, you say? What, just because we both like green? Baffling. Are you... Oh, we should probably, you know... Yeah. Are you super militarily powerful by any chance? You are not. Barely more powerful than I am. You don't have any enemies. They're not trying to, like... I don't think this is an alliance for the purpose of, like, bolstering their military standing. Like, making themselves unattackable or anything. Gosh, they are tiny, huh? They have a couple of friends. They don't have any real enemies. I don't think there's a lot of downside in taking this alliance. I would just, I would counter-propose here and lower the amount of titanium. Yeah, well, they offered a deal. They offered a deal that is way better than the minimum they would take. By the way, doing this is free. As long as you don't put a new term onto the table, it does not cost you any additional influence. Obviously, if we had just taken the deal as they had offered it, it would have been bonus diplomatic points, bonus favor with them for making a deal in their favor. But like, who cares? But like, to some extent, big who cares. Okay, let us... Why are you in my territory? Are you just gonna go pick on blue ships, I guess? That's fine. I'm cool with that. I guess I'm just gonna put this in the fortress for the moment. May as well. Yeah, if the sea monster just wants to harass Blue's navy, I guess I'm not gonna complain about that. Okay. A couple more turns on this because I'm playing really slowly. So, I'm going to end the episode here. I was going to say let's do one more turn so that I can actually get control of Chaka right now. Oh, shoot, right, I spent this because I was like, hey, we need that for, we need that approval. But I should absolutely have spent the blood crystal. Can we buy grass silk? Yes. And we must, for I have done a fool. I have done a foolish. I mean, who among us hasn't done a fool once or twice? You know, the problem with fools is they're really adorable a lot of the time. And... Okay, so that's going to take us to 30. Yeah. I was going to say let's get control of Chaka, but after we get control of Chaka, we're going to have to, like, figure out a bunch of things about, like, where to move it to keep it safe from Brown, etc. Let's just make that the flurry of activity with which we start the next episode. So that is going to be it for us for today, and thank you all so much for watching. when you come back next time. We're going to get control of Chaka. We're going to, fingers crossed, hope that there is some way to negotiate a border opening with Purple. I have no idea what we're going to do. And then, hopefully, maybe actually make it to step 5 of our faction quest. Because if we can't finish our faction quest, I have no idea how we could possibly win this game. And we'll see you then.